Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Resistant Front. My name is Saeed, and today we are going to talk about Iran and United States relationship. Ever since Islamic Republic was established, the relationship between Iran and United States uh, became a dilemma, a problem that Islamic Republic needs to solve. And at the same time, you can see the same problem exists inside United States, and United States is trying to solve the problem. Most of the time, when we try to approach one another, a dubious actor named Israel tried to sabotage our talks. It doesn't matter if it was in the beginning of Islamic Republic. It doesn't matter if it was in Contra Affair that I created a separated video and you can watch it if you want. You can see that all the time Israel tried its best to actually create some sort of problem with these negotiations in order to simply not work, and Iran and United States relationship and the normalization between them doesn't simply happen. So you can see that multiple times Iran truly tried. And I'm not going to talk about the beginning of the Islamic Republic. I'm talking about the peace times. And peace times for Iran, not United States. United States is always at war with someone. When United States invaded Afghanistan in 2001 and invaded Iraq in 2003, Iran didn't like any of these regimes around him, and he tried. He tried to mitigate the relationship of Iran and United States with helping U.S. to take revenge for 9/11. We knew that 9/11 wasn't a product by these nomads and madmen. These are not the complicated and sophisticated people that they can pull off such operation. But at the same time, it was a welcoming sense because we didn't like Saddam. 8 years of brutal war between Iran that it was started by the aggression of Saddam Hussein, and after that, the stupid move on attacking Kuwait for money. And before that, Taliban regime actually suppressed his own people to the extent that most of them ran away to Iran. And at the same time, they invaded Mazar Sharif and actually killed 11 of our diplomats in our embassy. That was a close call for a declaration of war toward Taliban regime. But you can see that after United States actually decided to be going to invade Afghanistan, Iran actually introduced all the resistant groups that we had inside Afghanistan. Ahmed Shah Massoud was one of them. Actually, we started introducing these guys and a lot of Shia and Hazara. So we introduced them to Americans. At the same time, you can see that Saddam regime appealed to Iran multiple times and plead for help. And Iran said, no, we will not help you. He tried to bring out the Ummah, that guys, it's Ummah. We are all Muslims. Well, when were you invading us for the proxy war of Soviet Union and United States? You weren't thinking about and talking about Ummah, were you? You were talking about actually, let's bring out Qadisiyah, the invasion of Arabs to Iran. Let's take Iran once more in our lifetime. You were talking about that. You weren't talking about the Islamic Ummah. And he pleaded for us to give back his planes. We actually declined, and we said that all those squadrons that you brought to our country, they are now confiscated for at least a little bit of the damage that you done in 8 years of bloody war against our nation. If you ask me, as a person that I looted the Saddam But if you ask me that today we're going to kill 1.2 million people in order to take out Saddam, and after that insecurity and instability will come to Iraq, and it will ravage the whole region by ISIS with the help of United States, and you have to go inside Iraq and Syria in order to put it down and lose a lot of good people, I would say no, no, I would not. I don't want that at all. And at the same time, it goes for Taliban regime. I prefer Taliban regime and not United States. So, and I believe that we proved that. We proved that with, again, helping Taliban in order to take down Americans, because we found out that Americans don't want to go. They actually have a plan for 7 countries, and one of them is Iran. Not that Iran could help or stop United States from invasion of Iraq or Afghanistan. No, we couldn't stop them. We simply try to play a good boy that don't want to be invaded, and even United States didn't bought that. And after Khatami was elected as a reformist and brought out the narrative of conversation among the civilizations on UN uh, meeting, actually Bush came on the podium and said Iran is axis of evil. So you can see that after that Iran was shook, that guys, it looks like we are going to be next. So Iran, the United States didn't bought any of our words. It doesn't matter how much we help. They didn't care. They want to take out all the problems that this region is created for Israel. They wanted to tear apart this region in order to create a bigger Israel, greater Israel. And the project, actually, the beginning of the project was a famous testimony and a consulate of Netanyahu to the Congress. And he actually plainly said that I want an overturn of a government of Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, Sudan, Somalia, Libya, Syria. All these countries, they need to go. They got to go. So, and they invaded all those countries except Iran. That Iran actually gave them a hell of a punch and punishment for what they done. And I bet that they will try again. But last time that they tried, it was the middle of negotiations between Iran and United States. Reformists put all their eggs in the basket of United States. They didn't have any intention to work with the East. Despite all the criticism that came toward them, Rouhani pushed the talks for United States. Despite all the criticism that Iranians had for Rouhani, he didn't care. He went for it, and he got punished when Trump actually exited JCPOA. You can see that these people were actually shocked. They couldn't believe United States will do them dirty like that, you know? So when we signed that agreement, there were a lot of pressure in the government itself, because nobody wanted that deal. The only people that wanted that deal were these liberals. Iran, in the Islamic Republic as whole, didn't approve it, didn't want such a deal. All the revolutionary people, they all opposed it, and they all said it out loud that if you do this, they're going to betray you. Do not trust Americans. And they actually said it, that the United States betrayed us. That betrayal comes with the trust. If you don't trust someone, they cannot betray you. And even the Supreme Leader himself said, do not trust the Americans. They never held any bargain. Their end of the bargain is always a loose end. They will not hold any kind of agreement. They actually brag about it. I believe It was Baba. Am I right? So Baba was actually giving an interview. Let's hope that at that time he didn't have any kind of relationship with Trump. So Clinton was talking about that we always hold our signature. It is important for us until it's not. Yani, they are plainly saying it, that if a signature, if a deal is toward us one-sided, it's all right. But if it's not, we're going to break it. Just like all the deals that they had with American Indians, they broke all of them. So you see, every time that Iran and United States want to get close, it doesn't matter if it's GCPOA, the first GCPOA after that was signed, Israel actually pushed United States for second GCPOA, and it uphold all the things that promised in GCPOA one, and it all of them were they tried their best to condition all these benefits that they were supposed to come with this first GCPOA, that they will come after the second one. What's the second one? That you should stop supporting all the proxies and all the allies you have throughout region. You should stop doing that, because we all know what are you doing. You all the arrows are pointed toward Israel, and you are actually working toward destruction and a total demolishment of Israel. We can see that. And Iran is truly believe that there is no solution with Israel. The only solution with Israel is the huge military defeat, total collapse of their government, their citizens be brought back to all the countries that they came from, and those that remain are all those, the Jews that remain are all those that there existed before the occupation starts in 1947. So you can see uh, all these are Iranian position. So we don't hide anything. We don't like to lie about it. Okay, we don't need to lie about it, because the morality high ground is ours. They can try, they can jump, but we saw what happened after they conducted Millennium Challenge, and we know about what they try to pull off in 12-day war, and the receiving a slap was so hard that after almost 5 months from that invasion, they are still recovering. So if I want to summarize, I can tell you that Iranian people always, we like democracy, we like freedom. All these are appealing to us, and United States not only recognizing our freedom, not only recognizing our democracy, not only recognizing that we want Islamic Republic. From the beginning, 1979, they didn't recognize what we wanted it. We want Islam. We want Republic, but they don't want it. Why? Because simply when the votes come out and it's against the interest of United States, when it comes to the principles, the ideology of United States, and the personal benefits of few people, they choose those fews, like Netanyahu, like Kissinger, like Rockefeller. All these actors are actually trying to damage Iran and United States relationship in order to create a war, because they benefit from it. So in all I'm trying to say, that do see Iran as what it is. Okay, we are not deceivers, we are not liars, we are outspoken people. We want what we want, and we say it out loud. We want the occupation of Israel to end, and people of Palestine have a right to return, and a democratic elected government should be in that place. and Israel has no right to impose any kind of will inside United States. And in my opinion, Imam Khomeini, when some of Iranians actually went to Lebanon in civil war, and they talked about that we should help Palestinians be free. Imam Khomeini, in a famous quote, said that the path of Quds, Jerusalem, actually goes through the Karbala, and I don't want to. I don't want, and I can't actually compare myself to that great man. And I'm going to tell you that the path of Jerusalem, freedom of Palestinian people, actually goes through the Washington. And if you truly believe that Palestinian people should be free, the first thing, it should be American people. Europeans should free themselves from uh, the Israeli lobbying, Israeli money that coming inside United States. So they're talking about Israeli lobby should be an FARA list, but why the question, the real question is why your policies are out there for sale? Why any country can come inside and actually buy the people's vote? Why they can't actually come inside and donate to campaigns and actually buy your politicians? This is actually insane. This is against all the democratic values. What the hell is this? But it does exist in United States, and people in United States should think about these things. There are a lot of sentiments. You can see that the sentiments are growing stronger and stronger, to the point that movements are being formed. And Zohran Mamdani was actually the first signs, and I hope we see more of these signs inside United States. And the trust of the democratic election comes back to people of United States, because if again, after 51% of Republican and 79% of Democrats are toward have favoritism toward Palestine, and they want this genocide to end, if the ballot box doesn't show that, and is still pro Israeli, just like they are now, if they being elected once again, all of them come out of ballot boxes like nothing happened in the country, I believe the elections are rigged. And I wouldn't be surprised if from Israeli side they have their tech is top edge, and I do not believe that they don't play with your votes. I believe they would do that. And there are multiple times they've been shown, especially after the Trump accusations toward vote fraud. I believe there were a lot of testimonies inside United States that shown that the methods of election and the officials being elected can be rigged, and it's actually not that hard. And I believe uh, a regime that has a capability and capacity to bring in and do something like pager attack, or do something like inside job inside Natanz for Stuxnet. I believe they have total control on your politicians, and they can use whatever means they get their hands on. Especially, you can see that the help the help of the United States and aid of United States toward Israel is actually being passed once again for 20 years. This time it was always 10 years of aid pack. This time it's 20 years. So you can see that I hope, and I hope after 20 years we don't see, and we don't sit here and talk about that 20 years is done, and we all talk about that yeah, Palestine is free and the Israeli regime is gone. And in my opinion, oppression will never stand. Oppression will always, God will punish those that oppress people. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for watching, um, liking, subscribing, anything that helps with the algorithm. It's a great help. Thank you guys. God bless you.